It's never been easier to support independent voices and experience the Portland Film Festival. Simply grab your Xfinity voice remote and say Portland Film Festival.
Next, the Watch With app appears with all the content at your fingertips. Enjoy behind-the-scenes access to free films created by a diverse array of talented independent filmmakers.
Willie, there are so many great movies to watch from the comfort of our own home, and experiencing the Portland Film Festival has never been easier.
Hi, my name is Cassidy Poling, and I am the director and producer of Tipless. Tipless is a feature documentary that focuses on the tip-free restaurant movement in the U.S. This film was really born out of my own experience working within the restaurant industry. I spent 10 years of my life in and out of different restaurants, and I got the chance to experience firsthand the tip-free restaurant movement and the ethos behind it and why it was gaining traction in so many progressive cities, and I felt like I had to try and tell that story. What I thought was going to be a simple documentary that focused on one restaurant ended up being much bigger than I ever expected, featuring multiple restaurants in multiple cities, and I'm just very grateful for all their participation. I feel so honored to be able to make this project, to start a conversation about the industry and what we might be able to do to make it more sustainable. I'm just very grateful to be able to show you this film, and grateful that we were able to do it for the first time at the Portland Film Festival.
Hi, I'm Melanie Uy.
And I'm Erica Rinn. Welcome to our debut feature-length documentary, World of Henna.
This film began as a passion project and modest solo endeavour to create an educational short for henna artists, but it expanded into a much more ambitious undertaking once Erica jumped on board with me.
World of Henna is a gift for the international henna community, as well as anyone interested in the people, art, and culture of India.
Join us on a henna pilgrimage, a non-stop epic adventure of bustling streets,
Punjabi weddings and dance-offs,
monkey attacks,
rooftop henna parties,
experiencing the henna farms and factories of Sojat,
camel processions,
dancing in the streets with Hijra,
documenting intricate bridal henna, and making new friends along the way.
We hope you find World of Henna captivating, informative, and inspiring. Okay, I think that was good. I think I actually got that right.
My name's Henry Mortensen. I directed a feature-length documentary called Skating Polly, Ugly Pop, about a band and a family called Skating Polly, who have been playing for over 10 years, but are still only in their early 20s. They play a style of music called Ugly Pop. It's beautiful, but it still has all the rough edges, still has the blemishes showing, hasn't been airbrushed. Their personality is still in there. Sometimes it's sort of loud and punk, sometimes it's quiet and melodic or even folky. Their earnestness has inspired a lot of other musicians to take them sort of under their wing or just to play with them, like X and Kate Nash and Babes in Toyland. I find them really inspiring, and I hope you enjoy learning more about them.
Hey folks, Rob Taylor here for Neil Stryker and the Tyrant of Time. I'm joined by my co-writer, co-star, and co-producer, Nick Costa.
Rob, I don't want to talk about the old movie. I want to talk about the new movie.
Well, we only have 60 seconds here. Yes, we are making a new film called Savage Midlife, and we hope you all see it when it comes out. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy Neil Stryker and the Tyrant of Time.
So 2016...
Hello? Is this working? Hello? Hello? Welcome to the 2021 Portland Festival. My name is Willie, and I'm the mascot. I've got some mouth issues right now. Sorry about that. Okay. Welcome to the 2021 Portland Film Festival. And I'm excited to bring on some amazing guests today who, like me, are perfect puppets. Puppets are important. Puppets need to be understood and appreciated. And that's why the Portland Film Festival has more than 5 films with puppets in them. So our first guest today will be someone coming from an amazing movie, Emmett and Frank. Let's bring on Emmett from Emmett and Frank.
Hi, it's great to be here. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi, Emmett.
Hi.
Tell me about yourself. Is this your first movie?
Yes, this is my first movie. I'm a new actor, and it feels good to be in a nice, big, solid film. I was gonna say movie, but Frank and Emmett's more about film. Every screen is a painting. Yeah, I got my start at a small little agency in my hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, and I started, beating the pavement. I was the spokesperson for a yarn dispensary, and they had me travel to mini malls and elementary schools and give presentations on yarn. I'd pass out the yarn. We did the cat's cradle and whatnot. But no, with Frank and Emmett, I hit the big time. Yep.
Yeah, you really did. The Portland Film Festival is kind of a cool place, and we're excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I see you're in a wonderful, beautiful little cafe place with twinkly lights. And I seem to be kind of in purgatory somewhere that's gray.
Yeah, COVID has been really weird for everyone, I think.
Yeah. But it smells like cookies where I am. That's nice.
We've got new raspberries.
Nice.
So tell me, was this your first movie then?
Yep. It's my first movie, directed by Carlos Portolas, a wonderful artist. And he filmed that beautiful film there, where we're talking together, on the bed. It happens to be a home, a beautiful, real home, and it was also a wonderful place to just be. The weather was nice, and the crew was wonderful, and they kept giving everybody this amazing chicken for lunch. It was great.
That's great. Now we have a clip from you. Let's go ahead and watch the copy of the Frank and Emmett clip.
My name is Carlos Fernandez Puertolas, and I'm the writer and director of Frank and Emmett. Since I was very young, I've always been a huge fan of the Muppets. And as I grow older, I was always very inspired by the amount of work and dedications these artists put into their creations. As an animator myself, with over 20 years of experience in the film industry, I have always believed that when you work on characters for such long periods of time, you finish building a very real relationship. So I decided to write a short film exactly about that. Frank and Emmett follows Frank, a 70-year-old puppeteer, and Emmett, his colorful friend and musical partner. These two have built a very special bond through the years working together, and Frank realizes that Emmett deserves to know the truth about where he comes from. So he builds up the courage to tell him that he is in fact a puppet. What comes next is an existential conversation between an artist and his creation.
Wow, that's great, Emmett. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me about with that director. He seemed really cool.
Yes, he's very cool. And if it's one thing I've learned about Carlos Portolas, is that he puts 100% of his heart into his art. I guess he puts the art in heart. Hey, write that down. That's pretty good. Anyhow.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's like a good quote.
He's wonderful to work with, and he lets the artist really take their time, try something new, and just really have a hand in the creation of the art together. Which, as an actor, oh my goodness, it's wonderful to have that kind of trust on set. Yeah, he's great. And the film itself, the story, is wonderful in that we can draw a lot of parallels between, you know, the reality of Emmett as a puppet, because he learns that he's a puppet, right? And maybe we can all find some bit of that in our own lives, of all the different roles we play. Oh, I took it down, didn't I? I made it real. Yep, I got deep.
That's good. I think being real is important.
Oh, indeed. Yep, films, the mirror to society, and the mirror inward as well.
So you're a professional actor. How do you prepare for your acting?
How do I prepare for my acting? Yes, as a professional actor, first I read the words and I learn them. Second, I stand where they tell me to stand. Oh, golly. And then, you know, and there you go. No, in all seriousness, it's all about what's communicated in the script and the story and the emotion involved, right? Because if you're asking an audience to give their 100% attention and go with you on this journey, well, you reward them with a little bit of everything. Empathy, maybe a little bit of an education, and absolutely entertainment. But as an actor, to get ready for all that, I just have a wonderful partner. Because to me, in process and all of that, it's all about who you're with, who you're telling this story with. And my co-star, Frank, my goodness gracious, wonderful, wonderful actor. And that beard was really comfortable too, leaning up against it like that. It's like this my own soft little Kris Kringle pillow. Ooh. Yeah.
Are there any other tips you could give to new actors?
Tips to new actors. Okay, number one, get a job and pay your bills. That's probably the first one. While you're waiting for that phone to ring, buddy, go eat some tables or whatever. Oh man, because it is the most rewarding job in the world. To be a storyteller is such an amazing calling. And, well, everybody wants to do it. So, you know, bone up on your skills, get yourself into a class, and, you know, get a little job to keep those lights on in the meantime. I'm also fond of finding what inspires you and doing a deep dive. Find a writer, cinematographer, director, an actor, and just soak them up. Yeah, stay alive, right? Get that little artist inside you, you know? Feed it. There you go.
I love that. You're so inspiring, Emmett. I feel like I could learn a lot from you.
Right.
Were there any puppet actors or puppet directors in your life that maybe inspired you to do this movie? Or was just the director so inspiring that you knew this was the one?
Well, that's a two-part question. Well, the first part, yes, there have been some inspiring puppets in my life. Kermit the Frog, my goodness gracious, and Fozzie, and Gonzo, and that they never gave up. You know, Fozzie might not have been the best stand-up comic, but he never gave up. You know, and Gonzo, you know, maybe not the best stuntman, but he never gave up. That's really nice. And also, the first puppet I ever saw that oddly still inspires me was that Ziploc commercials back in the 90s, where it was just a little finger, you know, like, oh, there he is. He was a little fingered, and he would push the Ziploc thing. I'm dating myself. Anywho, but the other part of your question was, yes, Carlos Portolas' story was so inspiring and wonderful, I just had to be a part of it. Can you edit out that reference to the finger? Is that too off the mark?
That's okay.
Okay, good.
We're kind of loose around here, so
Well, loose is
I
good.
think, we're just excited to have you here, and, it's such an awesome movie. Frank and Emmett, it's available right now at portlandfilm.org. You can watch it. I know I watched it with the family. My grandma kind of had some issues with it, mostly because she cried a little bit. She loved it. I think she has a little bit of crush on you. Kind of awkward, but very cool.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I bet people who don't want to see films that are sad because they say, "Oh no, I want to cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to watch that film." The truth is, folks, when you watch a film and shed a tear, oh brother, you know what that is? It's truth escaping your body. It's liquid empathy. That's what I call it, and it's good. It's free therapy, folks. It's free, and you don't have to pay for it. It's worth every penny. Oh, a little tear.
What a good idea. Free therapy. Watch movies at theportlandfilm.org. Such a good idea, Emmett. Okay, Emmett, I'm going to put you on hold for a second. We're going to bring over another puppet friend and actor. And this time, let's bring up someone from a simple Lego place.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I am well, thank you. It's quite an honor to be here. Finally get the recognition I deserve.
Well, you are a powerhouse of creativity. So why don't you start out by telling us your name and what film you're from?
Well, I am a man of mystery, but I'll go by a simple Lego piece. I'm in the film I Need His Blood for My Poisons, which is not really a film so much as a living, breathing document of reality. 100% truth.
I love that. There's not enough truth in the world these days. Tell us, Mr. A Simple Lego Piece, you seem like a very complicated Lego piece.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, a normal Lego piece might be just one color, but I love the fact that you're multicolored, and you're also very, unique. Tell us more about your acting, and is this the first time you've been in a movie?
You seem to be all nerves. I recommend you take a sip of a beer to relax. As for acting, this isn't acting. I'm being myself. This is the real deal. This is me. But it is the first time I've been on screen. So, in a sense, it is my acting debut, I guess you could say.
Well, I never would have noticed that this was your first time. I've got to say, you are very comfortable. Very cool. So, tell us a little bit more about your movie.
It all started one day when I was just doing my usual thing, trolling the internet and calling out untruths where I see them, and someone had the audacity to get into a tiff with me. We had a difference of opinion, a civil discourse, but one that escalated rather quickly. He seemed to find great amusement in our argument and offered to turn the whole thing into a finger puppet show. Of course, I couldn't turn that down, but I didn't exactly believe that he was going to follow through, so I may have hounded him a bit for a few days until he finally delivered, but, oh, boy, he did, and my life has been bettered for it.
Cool. What was the original argument, or what did you guys disagree about?
A meme. Someone was sharing a screenshot about a little anecdote they had as a parent. They claimed that their child, who had had a nosebleed, their brother had taken the clothes and put them into a cauldron and said he was going to use his blood for his poisons. It's preposterous. I mean, you can't make blood from poisons. There's no way that could have happened.
Yes. Well, it's a good thing that disagreement happened because the movie is amazing. Thank you for sharing it with our audience this year.
Oh, my pleasure. Just doing what I do best. Spreading my opinion across the internet and doubling down upon it instead of being proven wrong.
Do you think it's okay for people to leave their opinions out there on the internet? Do you think sometimes it's better that people just left their opinions at home?
It's a good point. I think freedom of speech is important, but it would probably be a lot better if there was some kind of vetting process. Only people as articulate as myself being allowed to leave comments on other people's work would be a great start.
That sounds like a slippery slope.
Well, how you mean?
Well, if you're the only one that can choose which comments get up there, that seems like it might not be fair for everyone else.
I mean, I suppose if you put it that way, there could be some problems with the system, but the kinks would work themselves out once you put it through the stress test.
Oh, stress test. Okay, that sounds good. So do you have any movies you're thinking about doing in the future? I mean, you're a great actor, and I mean, your personality is really infectious, so I feel like maybe there may be another movie or a sequel. Are you going to do a sequel?
The person who got into the argument with me claims that he's working on a sequel, and I've been checking in with him on a monthly basis to make sure it's still happening. So I have high hopes that yes, that there should be a sequel, maybe later this year.
Cool. And will it be like Memes Part 2? Part 2?
Well, I hear the plan is actually to go a little bit meta with it, cover the reaction to the first film, of which there was a lot of discussion, a lot of debate about whether it was real, and also the organic friendship that blossomed between me and the video creator from abroad as we started a pen pal relationship.
Tell me more about your relationship. That's awesome. I feel like a lot of times on the internet we hear people getting angry at each other, but not as much do we hear about people actually becoming friends. That's such a cool thing.
Well, it's not very often that people who get in an argument with each other end up producing a finger puppet film. I think that's really the catalyst that allowed our how you say, dynamic to go up to the next level.
Very next level. Well, I'm going to go ahead and invite back Emmett, and I thought we'd have a panel and talk about things together. How does that sound? A simple Lego piece.
Oh, I would expect nothing less and look forward to it.
Awesome.
Who was that?
Emmett, this is a simple Lego piece.
Hello?
And since we're all here, I thought we'd talk about the future of puppetry. I feel like we're pretty savvy. We're at this fancy film festival, Portland Film Festival, and there's a lot of puppet stuff happening in this world. What is the future of puppets?
Emmett? I'll take this one. Well, I think the future of puppets is a continuation of kind of what they are. Truth be told, if you find yourself in front of an audience and you're a puppet, chances are everyone will be looking at you. Yeah, the puppeteer. I don't know if we can. Wait, can we say that? Can we say that here? Is that a dirty word? Can we say puppeteer? Anyway, but they kind of disappear. Yeah. Okay, let it slide. All right, great. And they are a conduit for storytelling. That's pretty darn effective. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting too, because most of us can't blink. Can you blink?
That is true. I can't blink.
No,
I can't blink. I try. See? I've got very nice asslets, but I can't blink.
Yeah. But my goodness, there's digital puppets. They got Jim Henson and Disney. They're doing all those digital puppets, and that's pretty wonderful. But you know what Jim Henson said? I think it was Jim or Frank Oz. That when light from outside in nature and the sunlight hits the beautiful fleece and fur and feathers that we're all made out of, there's this tactile beauty to it. And I gotta agree. You know, I think just, hey, get me outside. I'm a thing to behold. I'm beautiful. I'm gonna go outside real quick.
Emmett, you are very beautiful. Now, a simple Lego piece. What do you think about the future of puppetry?
I think the future of puppetry lies in simplification. Puppets are quite generally considered a complicated profession to operate a puppet, but a simple felt strip of cloth with a simple Lego piece on top, perhaps, that can be operated by anyone, a child even. That's where true creativity often lies, with limitations and.
I could not agree more. I'm sorry to interrupt. I could not agree more. Simple is wonderful. Hey, you want to meet a buddy of mine? He's very, very simple. Yeah,
yes, I'd be delighted.
Come on in.
Oh, cool.
Hey, man. I'm just a spatula, so can't get more simple than me, right?
Oh, I don't know. I think we can get even more simple than you. Bring in your buddy.
Oh, you want to see him? Oh, he's real simple. I'll go get him. Okay.
Wait till you get a load of this Lego. You're going to love how simple this guy is. Come on in. Don't be shy. Come on. The camera's over there. There you go. Come on. There you are. You're just nothing but eyeballs on a stick. Isn't that great?
Marvelous. Simply amazing. The possibilities, they're endless. Allow the viewer to use their imagination to fill in the gaps.
That's right. Yep.
We have another puppet ready to join us, and we're going to talk to him. But before we do that, we're going to watch his movie. He's from Neil Stryker. We saw it earlier, but we're going to watch it again, and then we're going to bring him on. Okay?
Hey folks, Rob Taylor here for Neil Stryker and the Tyrant of Time. I'm joined by my co-writer, co-star, and co-producer, Nick Costa.
Rob, I don't want to talk about the old movie. I want to talk about the new movie.
Well, we only have 60 seconds here. Yes, we are making a new film called Savage Midlife, and we hope you all see it when it comes out. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy Neil Stryker and the Tyrant of Time.
So 2016...
Well, that absolutely didn't tell us anything about the movie. But one of the celebrities from that movie is here today, and he's actually a pretty nice guy. Let's bring on Goblin.
I don't know what you've been talking to, but I'm not that nice. As you can see, I've been in a rubber tub for about 7 years. I'm missing an arm, and I don't even work. Technical difficulties.
Oh my God.
Tell us, Goblin, how was it to film Neil Stryker and the Tyrant of Time?
It was good for me because I got to kill some men who entered our realm uninvited.
Awesome. Do you consider yourself an expert in killing men?
Well, I just feed them a bit of the magic mushroom, and pop off they go into the afterlife.
Well, actually, mushrooms are legal now in Oregon. Goblin, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, not the kind of mushrooms we sell. You'll be dead in a minute.
So, you guys were in I heard you guys were gonna make a TV series of that movie. Did that ever happen?
Pipe dreams.
Pipe dreams. I'm sorry. So tell us, you seem like a great actor. What kind of tips can you give to any puppets out there dreaming about being in their own movie?
Bullwinkle taking over because our goblin friend is feeling a little ill. Puppets who are trying to make it, just be yourself.
I like that. Be yourself. So, how's working with those two directors? Was that hard working with two directors on your movie?
Well, there's only one director on that movie, but he's a pretty easy guy to talk to and to get direction by. At least that's what I hear. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm Bullwinkle. I've never even heard of this thing.
Okay. Well, thanks, Bullwinkle. Let's go ahead and bring everyone back, and let's do a panel and talk about some cool stuff about filmmaking. Are we all here?
Mm-hmm.
Bullwinkle, did you go somewhere? There we are. The goblin's back.
I'm back. My lower lip has issues.
Wow.
Okay. We are appreciative of all puppets.
Hey,
with
can I
good,
touch
good
your lip?
inventions.
Can I just touch your lip? Come here. I'll touch your lip.
I'm missing a hand.
Oh, God.
It's a safety pin. That's all that's there, safety pin. Yeah, you want to touch my lip? Yes.
Yeah. Just. Wow.
Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. I know I'm delicious. We've got a bird and a thumb with a hat and you.
A whole bunch of bananas in one big bite.
Is that I'm bananas in a bite?
Yeah, your mouth is amazing.
More like a peel. Just a big rotten peel. And a safety pin.
Yep, don't forget about that.
You know, some people in California pay a lot of money to get that kind of peel, Goblin.
Yes, well, it just requires some polyurethane rubber and some silicone and a mold made of silicone. And, all sorts of sticky things. What?
Hey, Goblin, you say that you're old, and I can kind of see some wrinkles, but I got a feeling when you were a baby, you didn't look much different.
Well, you might be right about that.
I love the way you look so much.
I might be about 700 years old. I've lost count. There comes a time when you stop counting. About the age of 25, you stop counting, and 700 years ago.
My word.
And I feel 12.
You feel 12. Well, you sound 12.
I feel old myself. So tell me, Goblin, were you born on Earth, or are you from a different planet?
Oh, I'm from Earth. I'm a human being.
Oh.
It's a long story. Hold on one second.
Whoa, what you doing down there?
Wow. Well, I always used to think that us puppets were immortal, but meeting Goblin.
Oh my God.
Oh, you know, it's fine. It's really just it just causes a lot of neck pain keeping that on there. So this is fine. Goblin, you have truly reminded me that as puppets, death and decay it comes for us all.
Oh yes, we don't have long in this life. Anyway, you asked what species I was. I said I was human. I tried to believe. I am the result of a billion years of human evolution from this point forward.
Wow.
In 1 billion years, hey baby, you're gonna look like me.
Wow.
Something to look forward to.
But you'll also have long life. Too long, if you know what I mean.
Hey, I got a question.
What?
We're all puppets here, right?
Well, yeah.
Do you
More or
guys have
less.
a relationship with the, that guy down there? Or lady? That person down there?
Whoa, it's been a long time, my boy, long time. Just a shriveled little nub, if that.
Wait,
if I look at it.
Wow, I'm not talking about your puppet here, man.
Hey, you look down there and you said down there. What else is down there? Well, nothing for me, if you know what I mean.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. We're puppets. It's not crazy to talk about, string puller down there.
Whoa, who's pulling your string, bud?
Oh boy, I can't win. I just don't know the words. You know what I mean, right? No?
I have another question.
Okay,
As
let's
puppets,
forward.
As puppets, how has COVID affected you?
Oh, great. Let's talk about COVID. I was just livening everybody up.
Oh, COVID. COVID's my favorite. Without it, there wouldn't be as many people arguing on the internet, which gave life to my debut.
I'll be right over here dunking my face in a bucket of cold water. There it is. Excuse me. Let me know when we're on to something else.
Bye.
Bye, Emmett. Okay, what do you guys think about movies? What kind of movies do you like?
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Movies. Lego, can I guess your favorite movie?
Go for it.
Lego movie?
Everyone always thinks that. But no, I haven't watched that one yet. Looked too childish. I'm a man of mature tastes.
Oh. Great.
How about you, Emmett? What's your favorite movie?
What you mean besides Frank and Emmett? Right, okay. I would say It's a Wonderful Life. It's a classic, but it's a lesson that never gets old. Oh, and I love the little shout out. It's a Wonderful Life. The taxi driver and the cop are named Bert and Ernie. Did you catch that? Anybody catch that? Isn't that nice? Give anybody else warm feelings? Just me?
Very cool. I didn't catch that. I'll have to go back and watch that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Emmett and A Simple Lego Place. Are there any questions that I should have asked you that I didn't ask?
Oh, golly. Paul Eidling, who is my co-star, he plays Frank. I'm going to give him a shout out. He's wonderful. When we talk about, ensemble and who you're forming across from. Yeah, he was really, really great. It's not just a one-person show. Although I will say, if Goblin was in a one-person show, I would watch hours of that guy.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
We'd watch hours of you too, Emmett. You're great. And you too, A Simple Lego Piece.
Oh, well, this has been fun. Thank you guys so much for having me. This is nice. This is my first, what is this, press junket? No, interview, I guess?
Yeah.
Feels good.
You did great, Emmett. Thank you.
Thank you. Good.
Willie, can we see you in any films of your own?
Well, you can see me in a commercial. Roll the commercial, please. I don't say anything, though.
It's never been easier to support independent voices and experience the Portland Film Festival. Simply grab your Xfinity voice remote and say Portland Film Festival.
Next, the Watch With app appears with all the content at your fingertips. Enjoy behind-the-scenes access to free films created by a diverse array of talented independent filmmakers.
Willie, there are so many great movies to watch from the comfort of our own home, and experiencing the Portland Film Festival has never been easier.
Yeah, so it was cool, but that
was pretty natural. It looked like you actually wanted to eat that popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did.
I like that.
did behind the scenes. I ate lots and lots of popcorn.
Yeah, I've got legs. See, look at it. Look at it. Look at that little guy. Yep. There they are, my legs. That's it. We just have that in common. I just thought that was cool. That's all.
Nice. Okay, well, Emmett, why don't you give us a shout out to your movie and what it's called and where people can watch it? And then, a simple Lego piece, you can go next. Go ahead, Emmett.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. My film, Frank and Emmett, starring yours truly and Paul Eigling as Frank, directed by Carlos Portolas, is a wonderful short film about a conversation between a longtime puppeteer and his creation. That's me. And you can see it right here online at Portland Film Fest. Mwah!
And my film, I Need His Blood for My Poisons, a real-life argument brought into finger puppet theater drama form. Make sure to watch it, and go check out Hapstance Films on YouTube to see future installments.
Perfect. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today, and we wish you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And remember, you can find more films and more amazing things about all these cool puppets at portlandfilm.org. Thank you, and have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Oh, we're doing kisses? Somebody told me we're doing kisses. Okay, hold on.
Ooh.
Prep my pucker. Mwah.
Okay, now go to simple.
Ugh.
Bye. Yeah, end broadcast. Right up there. Press the button. Thanks, Charlotte.